Good morning, class. Okay, how are you today? Fine. Me too. Fine, thank you. Ahmed, please tell your friends so we can start our lesson today. Can we start it? Yeah. Okay. So, in this class, I hope everyone please calm down and listen carefully. So, what I will explain to you, what I will teach you, you can understand it clearly. So, before I start our lesson activity today, I want to check your attendance first. If I call your name and you're in this classroom, please say present so I can check your name. Adam, present. Ahmed, present. Danny, present. Siti, present. Amin, Irma, present. So everyone present here. There are no absence. All right. So before we continue our material this morning, I want to check your understanding and I just want to review about what we have learned in previous meeting. Does anyone still remember about what we have learned and what you have got in previous meeting? Okay, what is that? Adam, that's right, about greetings. I just want to review a little bit and I hope you can still remember about what we have learned last week. We have learned about greetings and you have known that when you meet someone for the first time, the greetings and the expression that you want to say to him, when you want to greet him, it will be different if you are if you meet with him for the first time and you have known him and you greet him. For example, I know Adam. It has been 2 years when Adam study in this school, and I know himself. It has been 2 years. So when I meet him, for example, on the street, I will say I will greet him like this: "Good morning, Adam. How are you?" And then he will respond. It will be different if the situation's right here. You, I never know Adam, and then I meet him for the first time. I will not say the same greetings like the first one, but I will say, "Good morning, how do you do?" Just like that. If I said good morning, Adam, how are you? Of course, it will be awkward because I meet him for the first time. So, in general, I will say, "Good morning, how do you do?" And then he will respond. So, just like that. Today, we will learn about something new, but of course it will I hope you have read about the material before you come here. It will be about expression. Okay, so before we start, I want you to listen carefully about what will I say about all of these expressions, and then I ask you, please identify what kind of expression are these. Can we start? Yeah, I'm sorry because I don't have that recording here, so I just read it and please listen carefully. Okay. If anyone want to write it on your papers, it will be better. Okay, let's we start. This is the first kind of expressions. At least there are three kind of expression here, and I will try to say the expression to you, and then you will identify what kind of expression for every for from all of these expressions. Okay, so far so good. Any question? No. Okay, jadi di tangan saya ini ada beberapa ekspresi yang nantinya saya harap kalian bisa mengidentifikasikan. Kira-kira ekspresi-ekspresi ini termasuk dalam ekspresi jenis apa. Gitu. Di sini ada 3 jenis ekspresi. Setiap ekspresi itu ada beberapa statement yang menjelaskan tentang ekspresi itu, mengungkapkan ekspresi itu. Okay? So, first one. You could join the volunteer organization. If I were you, I will finish my homework after school. Why don't you go to the doctor? Why don't you come to my house and work our homework together? What about going to the theater? Those are the first kind of expressions. Now we move to the second expressions. At least there are 5 statements here, and please listen carefully. The first one. Would you mind giving me back my pen, please? Second. Could you please call the teacher for me? The third. Can you tell me what happened? Fourth. Will you come to my birthday party? And the last, please tell me the story. Okay, so far so good? Okay, I will reply it later. And the last kind of expressions, please listen carefully. You should go to school on time. The second, whatever you do, don't be nervous. Bring the papers to me. Read the text loudly. Submit your task now. Can you get it? Yeah. Does anyone here didn't understand about the meaning of those statements? Anyone know, right? Good. So, I will reply it and please identify what kind of expressions did I say. Do you understand? Oke. Jadi saya akan mengulang kembali dan kalian langsung mengidentifikasikan kira-kira ekspresi macam apa, ekspresi jenis apa ini. Okay? So, you could join to the volunteer organizations. If I were you, I will blah 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 blah. Why don't you go to the doctor? Why don't you come to my house and blah 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 blah. What about going to the theater? All of those expressions are kind of what? City? You know? Ah, that's right. It's about making suggestion. All of those statements are kind of making suggestion expression. Okay, how about the second expressions? Would you mind giving me back my pen, please? Could you please call the teacher for me? Will you come to my birthday party? Please tell me the story. Please tell me the story. What is that? What? Request. That's right. It is about how we want to request something from someone. This is requesting expression. Now the third expression. Listen carefully. You should go to school on time. Whatever you do, don't be nervous. Bring the papers to me. Read the text loudly. And the last, submit your task now. What kind of expressions? What, Adam? Yeah. It's about instruction. Giving instruction to others. Can you get it? Yeah. So now, this morning, we will learn about all of those expressions. How to make suggestions, and then how to request something from someone, and giving instructions. Making suggestion expressions, requesting expressions, giving instructions expressions. Okay? Okay, so, before I continue, does anyone know why this material is very important for all of us? Anyone? Yeah, go ahead. That's it. Because we use those expressions in our daily conversations. Okay? So it's very important for you to know about how, if you want to suggest someone to do this, you want someone to do this for you, or maybe you want to uh, ask someone to give him something, just like that. Because all of those expressions we use in our daily conversations. Can you get it? Ya. Yeah. Jadi kenapa ini penting bagi teman adik-adik sekalian? Karena ini sangat, kita menggunakan ekspresi-ekspresi ini dalam percakapan kita sehari-hari. Okay. So, I want you to sit in pairs, and then you will try to identify and find out about other expressions that you can share to all of us, to all of your friends in this classroom. Just daily conversations, you can give it expressions for all of them, all of us. Okay, so please sit in pairs and work together. Okay, Adam, you will work with Ahmed. Dani, your pairs is Siti. Amin, you will work with Irma. Okay? Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. Finish? Finish. Yeah. Okay. So, please, I want every groups, every pairs, please tell us about what kind of expression that you want to share, and say to us. Okay, Adam and Ahmed, please. What do you want to? What kind of expressions? Giving suggestions. Okay, go ahead. Everyone, please listen carefully. That's true. I suggest you, those pairs say that, I suggest you to go to the doctor if you feel sick. Saya menyarankan kepada Anda untuk pergi ke dokter jika merasa sakit. It's acceptable. That's right. So now, Dani and Siti, what kind of expressions? Requesting. Ha. Okay, go ahead. That's right. Those expressions, Dani and Siti said that, please give me back my money. It's acceptable. Tolong kembalikan uang saya. That's a requesting expression. Now, how about Amin and Irma? You're giving instruction, right? Yeah. Please tell us about this sentence, about the expression. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Go home now. Is that acceptable? Yeah, of course. That's acceptable. So, I think you have know and you can identify what expressions you can identify what is making suggestion expressions, requesting expressions, and giving instruction expressions. Okay? So now, I want you to stay in your pairs, stay in your groups, and still work in pairs. I want you to do the first task, and okay, there's no paper that I will give it to you, but please listen carefully about the instruction. Okay? Okay. So this task is I want it work naturally. So when I ask you to do the instructions, please say it orally. You don't have to wait 5 minutes. You just need to answer do what I want to do directly. Can we start it? Okay, so in this paper, at least there are 3 instructions, and I hope you can directly do what they want and what the instructions want you to do. Okay, there are, I'm sorry, yeah, this is about how you respond, how you give the expressions, and how you respond your friend's expressions. There are three expressions. If your friends want to make suggestions, what should you respond? If your friends request something from you, what what is your best response? And the last is about how if your friends give instructions, and what is your response? Just it. Can we start? Okay, so be ready. Adam and Ahmad, you go first. The question is, I'm sorry. Okay. The question first, the instruction. If you please tell us, give us the you, one of you, give the making suggestions to the audience, and then your friends will respond. Will give suggestions. Yeah, Adam. Adam, you will give suggestions to Ahmad, and then Ahmad will respond. Now, yep, that's right. Adam said to Ahmad, and then Ahmad, how about your response? Okay. Adam said, I suggest you to go back soon before the class starts. Is that acceptable? Is that a suggestion? Yeah, of course. I suggest you to go back soon before the class starts. And then Ahmad say, what? Okay. Thank you, but I'm not sure I can go back on home on time. Thank you. So now, Danny and Siti. Danny and Siti, are you ready? Yeah. One of you will give instructions to your friends, and then your friends will respond it. Who wants to give the instruction? Danny, go ahead. Give instruction to Siti. Now. Siti, your respond? Okay, so Danny said, after you finish the task, give me back that book. Is that an instruction? Yeah, that's instructions. And then Siti responded, what? Okay, I'll give it back to you after this. That's a good response. Thank you. So now the last players, Amin and Irma. You know what should you do, right? Yeah, okay. One of you request something from your friends, and then your friends will respond it. Okay? So, Amin, request something from Irma. Okay. How about Irma response? Okay, so Amin said, please give me back my book that you borrowed. And then Irma said, I'm sorry, I'll give it back to you soon. So, is it acceptable? Is it instruction? Yeah. Amin asked Irma to give back his book. And then, how about the response? Of course, that's acceptable. Irma said, I'm sorry, I'll give it back to you soon. Thank you. Okay, so I believe you have understand, and you can decide, you can divide it. What is the best response for some from the expressions, and then you have understanding about how to make suggestions, and how to request something from someone, and how to give instructions. Okay? Saya rasa kalian semua sudah paham dan sudah bisa membedakan mana yang termasuk dalam ungkapan making suggestions mana yang requesting, and mana yang giving instruction. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so now please stay in your pairs. I'm sorry. This is not about group work. I want you to do individual. Okay. There are some expression here. At least there are 10 expressions, and I need you to write in your paper, just in papers, and then please submit it to me after this. Those are some statements that I divided it into some kind of expressions. It will be, there are 3 expressions that we have learned about how to make suggestions and how to request something and how to give instruction. So your work, your job is to identify what kind of expressions are those. Can we start it? Okay, just sorry because I don't have tape recording, so please listen carefully because I just want to say it orally. Ready? Okay, number 1, you just need to identify what kind of expression are those. There are 3 expressions that we've learned, so you just decided. Okay, number 1, bring that book to me. I'll say it one again. Bring that book to me. Number 2, why don't you read this story? Why don't you read this story? Number 3, why not read? I'm sorry. Number 3, read the story loudly. Read the story loudly. Number 4, would you mind lending me the book, please? Would you mind lending me the book, please? Number 5, what about going to the library? What about going to the library? 6, I think you should join the storytelling contest. I think you should join storytelling contest. Number 7, sorry. Stop writing your story. Stop writing your story. Number 8, if I were you, I would buy this novel. If I were you, I will buy this novel. Number 6, number 9, could you pass me that novel, please? Could you pass me that novel, please? And the last, number 10, bring me that novel. Bring me that novel. Okay. Finish? Okay. So, just what? After this, selesai semuanya? Okay. Change it to your friends. Tukar ke teman kalian. Okay. So, we will check the answer. Bring that book to me. What kind of expressions? Siti. Bring that book to me. What? That's right. Giving instruction. The second one. Why don't you read this story? Why don't you read this story? What kind of expressions? Adam. Yeah. Those. This is kind of. What? Why don't you read the story? Requesting. And the number 3, read the story loudly. Read the story loudly. What is this? Read the story loudly. Giving instruction. Next, would you mind lending me the book, please? Would you mind lending me the book, please? What kind of this expression? This statement? Would you mind lending me the book? Request. Next, what about going to the library? What about going to the library? What about? What is it? Making suggestions. Now, I think you should join the storytelling contest. I think you should join the storytelling contest. What? think you should join. I think you should join. What is it? It's about making suggestions. Stop writing your story. Stop writing your story. Giving instruction. If I were you, I will buy this novel. If I were you, I will buy this novel. What? Making suggestion. Could you pass me the novel, please? Could you pass me the novel, please? Yeah, that's right. About requesting. And the last, bring me that novel. Bring me that novel. Giving instruction. So, okay. Please give it back to your friends. Okay, you can send it to me later. Submit it to me later. So, I'm sorry. So, we have learned about all of those expressions, how to make suggestions, how to request something from someone, and how to give instructions to others. So I hope you can get the point and you have learned about those expressions and you can use it in your daily conversation. So I believe you have identified which one is making suggestions, which one is requesting, and which one is giving instruction. So I think that's all about our material today. So I just want to remind you, please read the material for next week. And after this, I just want to, I ask you to read the material for next week. I will give the papers after class. So thank you for your attentions. Any questions before I finish this classroom? No? So far so good. Sure. Okay. Thank you for the thank you for your time and your attentions. So I hope you can learn this more in your home and please prepare for the next week. Thank you.